for your convenience, you can call me Lee. Today we're going to share about Miss Bob Proctor's goals for growing. But before that, I'm going to show you what I post on the Instagram. Remember I told you guys now try to every day get some meaning in it, right? So if some people who knows you are a spiritual being, so you can get something from those posts. As regularly, I write it down as like the inspiration day. Of course, I need to thank you, Miss Bob Proctor, for waking me up. I sent you a message on YouTube. I know you hear me. Anyway, here, I put the post that said, if you want to win all the time, you must feed the positive you. Starve the negative you. But do not starve it to death, because it is your reminder or your mentor. Just kidding. You can't starve negative you to death anyways, because positive and negative are paired. But if you really understand my words, you win 1000% of the time. Also, this is when I get from here, because the other day when I'm reading, they said there's a sentence said the world is a better place because I'm contributing. So I make it that way. I said training your mind with this concept. The world is a better place because you are contributing. And then here it said, every person who becomes rich by competition throws down behind him or her the ladder by which he or she rises and keep others down. Every person who gets rich by creation opens a way for thousands to follow him or her and inspires them to do so. So remember, there is an abundance of opportunities for the person who will go with the tide instead of trying to swim against it. I hope you guys understand this part. Remember, if you know we are creating beings, so we create. So that means you have whatever, you can just use all the universe infinity thing to create, right? So that's why I said there's abundance of opportunity. Anyway, this one, I believe, if I remember right, it's supposed to be maybe from Science of Getting Rich, but I read it slowly, so hopefully you can get it. We must grasp the truth that every thought held in this substance become a form. And that man can so impress these thoughts upon it as to cause them to take form and become a visible thing. So basically, from my understanding, basically what we can think, right? You can hold it in your mind, you can make them become the form. So that's why when I'm writing from now I realize every single day, you read the same sentence, you can get a deeper meaning. Anyway, if you understand my message, just continue, find a good book, just read every day. You will get in deeper understanding because you do have so much power inside you. Anyway, now we go back to the goals for growing. So I'm watching this video. So the way I told you guys already, I'm trying to learning in this way. The one time I typing, it take whole day. So now I kind of getting a little bit lazy. So some I type, some I don't. But I just read this for you guys. This isn't an ordinary goal program. Most goal programs wouldn't even suggest that you set the type of goals we are talking about. If you guys don't know, because Mr. Bob Proctor talking about the 3 type of goals, A, B, C type. and now I'm kind of go to the C type. And then he said, why will a person do what we are suggesting? I believe they do it because they really do understand. They may not have it clearly in their mind that they could really articulate to someone else, but they do understand that there is true greatness within us. It's not just the word that they repeat. I guess, because he suggests you guys write it on the gold card, right? So we have to read every day. And then he mentioned you really need to understand some depth. You are definitely programmed to play safe. Because that's why I said he has A, B, C type. So A and B type go kind of like you know what you do, so you just said that. And then I believe that's why he said that you program playing safe. Most people my age are programmed to take it easy. So just take it easy because you're working so hard, you deserve to take it easy, right? But he said that's all nonsense. What would you want to take it easy for? It's nowhere near as much as fun as creating. And then he mentioned he was in Amsterdam and he went to the museum to see the Rembrandt Night Watch. And when I believe he loved this piece, that's why I feel like it's very interesting. So basically he's into the art. And now I suggest Dashuai's art. So now I feel like that's a universe planned this way, right? And then he said he listened to the art critic. They were being interviewed why asked how to determine the art as a masterpiece. And the art critical said, every part of it perfect. And then Ms. Proctor said they stuck in my mind because from what I understanding, so the other day Sandy mentioned he made this representation, he being, think about it, from 1961 he started to read this book and he traveling all over the world, maybe some lesson he teaching over 1,000 times, but he still treated as new. So I believe that's why he said it's everything he won't be perfect. And then I believe he writes something with someone about talking about Michelangelo's David. And then Michelangelo's friends came to visit, right? And the guy loved the David. Then he went to trip. So when he come back a few months later, right? And he came to visit Michelangelo again. And he looked at David and he just said, you don't have time to work on it? And then Michelangelo said, well, what do you mean? I've done so much work. See, I picked that right eyebrow, 2 nostrils, and then also the knuckles on the hand. Actually, 2011, actually, we went to see the David. It's really like, for me, even you can see the feet. You can see like so much details there. Really a masterpiece. Anyways, so when the guy say that, and David said, he did spend a lot of time there, right? And then the guy said, oh, they're just trifles. And then Michelangelo said, they may be trifles, but trifles make perfection. And the perfection, no truffle. So this word stuck into the Mr. Bob Proctor's mind. See, also I believe, I read something, someone said that you can only hear what you understand or whatever resonates with you. Maybe in his mind, he wants everything perfect. That's why he remembered those. And then, of course, he mentioned, so whenever we are doing what we are doing, every little part is very important. Whether it's knuckles to the nostril, it's very important. And then he continued talking like, you got to be gusty. Your age, your gender got nothing to do with it. You see, we are programmed to earn and put away enough that when we get to the certain age, nobody knows, figure out what's a certain age yet. So we can take it easy. But then he continues saying, it's obviously we are programmed to think that we are made for working, but we are made for creating. We are creative. We are made different than any other forms of life. We are being endowed with the faculties that blow your mind. That's another thing I can tell you guys. Remember, I believe what the translated naturally right here something wrong. But now, like I said, when with a little bit more knowledge I have, I know they made some kind of mistakes. But anyway, just get the point. Basically, we are gifted with high faculty, so we should study ourselves because there is a perfection inside us. And that's what he said. You think it's really, it's like whatever you keep thinking, you like really blew your mind. And he said, if you just like do ordinary things like the other people, he mentioned, I believe, when he talking this like maybe one hotel or something, he said the doorman or the salad chef, we are never gonna live up to our potential. Let's learn to give it a little bit more. Let's learn to read a little more. Let's learn to think a little more. Let's learn to stretch. I love when couldn't send. He felt it was his obligation. See, here, I know they make totally mistakes. I believe Miss Proctor said this is supposed to be someone's name. Then, basically, this guy said it was his obligation to do something every day for someone when you knew there would be no opportunity for them to reciprocate. The words I have a hard time like reciprocated. I believe it just give you back. That is such magnificent concept. Basically, you do something helping someone, but you don't expect to get anything back. And then he continues, said, that would just turn out them inside should really get us jazzed. I know that when you think about it, you're the same as me. You realize our life is very important. It's our life, and it goes so fast. And here, I believe he makes some joking, because like all of a sudden, like the time is like 1 year gone, 1 year gone, right? And then he said, you should just ask yourself, how much good do I do? How many people do I help? If you are not satisfied with the answers you make, you should make decision change right now. It doesn't matter that you maybe haven't done what you thought you could or would or should in the past. The past is gone. Just forget it. Let the dead bury the dead. I have arrived at the conclusion all a long time ago that life is so vital important every day. Every day is very important. I don't want to spend time doing something that requires no real creativity or no really energy or no effort. I want to get into something every day that's really going to cause me to stretch. And I was talking to Sandy, and we are planning and thinking of some work that we got to done, and some books we got to get out, do some programs that should be made. And we are not doing it fast enough. We're not doing it as well as we could. I think it's important that we really do something that makes big difference. See, you are programmed to keep doing what you're doing. You are sometimes, but that's not what you should be doing. And he mentioned, well, I don't know this words, maybe not correct again. He just said, you can always measure what you are giving up, but you are going never matter what you are going to get. So it's so important to do some important things. Anyways, so from this is like I believe it is about 14 minutes videos, right? I just from here I learned when you make goal, you should make a stretch goal. Use your imagination. Sometimes you feel something, maybe even yourself feel crazy, but that's not crazy. It's true you. As long as you say you know you can get there, but you don't even know how. And also, whatever you do, you try to be the perfect, like always getting better, like in me. Now I know I found my life purpose, and then now every day I'm just continue learning this about Proctor's all the information he offered on the YouTubes and his wisdoms, because every single day we are changing. Like a one sentence you can read in, like you can get more understanding. Because remember, if you just read a book, you don't know how to use it. Basically, you just get the information. You have to get really understanding it. Because now I feel like I know we are spirit being living in the physical body and gifted with intellect. And then whatever goes on in the life is not by accident. That means I know if I get registered with Mr. Proctor's wisdom, meaning he show up with meaning. And at the same time, see now from this whole thing, he talking about at least 2 artists. So that means he loves art too. So that's why I have feeling it's meant to be. This one of the universe plans. We have to work together to serving more people. For those who love art and know the artist. So basically, I try to tell you whatever you love. When you're in the totally relaxed mood, find what you want, what you love, and you continue getting better every day. You will find true you. You have so much power, and use your high faculty. Anyway, I hope you guys like it. Just please share if you like the message, and remember, we are fundamentally the same, but instead of looking for outside, start spend time with you. Start study your mind. You will get blow up. You don't know every single day. Like as I said, we live in the ocean of emotion. Every moment you change, you like even surprised. Like I told you, English is not my first language. A lot of things I don't understand. I didn't even understand what the paradigm mean. But now I can even learn and feel like I get understanding every single day. And now I know everything here. They all there for everybody. So you need to pay attention. Study you. Talk to you guys soon.